1.
Yo, gather round creeps, it's about to begin. We talking ghouls and graves with a whole lot of sin. Casket and the crew got tales to tell, from haunted hotels to a bone chill spell. Yeah, they laugh, they scream, they deep in the lore. Knock, knock, who's there? It's the historian galore. Weird news, true crime, and a curse tattoo. Ain't no squad tighter than the Casket Crew. Crusty air coming at you, spilling dark tea with a spooky view. Got chills, sit tight, Jeff's just passing through. Ride or die, it's the Casket Crew. Casket's got jokes and a voice like thunder, digging up stories from 6 feet under. Whether you a skeptic or you ride with the dead, you leave this show going, what the hell was said? Who's got the truth and the fear for you? It's the wild, the weird, the Casket Crew. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, buddy. Don't fear the Reaper, he subscribed. Casket Crew, peace, love, and poltergeist. Here it goes.
That intro kind of sounds like we review haunted houses on this channel.
I was saying the exact same thing. I was saying it's more spooky than the content we usually talk
It's a
about.
work in progress. It's a work in progress. All right, it's Mach 1 of
Everything
the
is
theme
about
song.
ghosts. I think it's just because so you made that song, Casket?
Yeah.
Did you feed it to be like extremely creepy and like
No, what I
Halloween
did was I went to
themed?
ChatGPT and I asked it, who is Casket King? And it spit out all my information. I'm like, okay, in this chat, it knows who I am. I said, okay, now write a theme song for the Casket Crew podcast. It spit out some generic spooky shit. So then I went through it and I put in all our names. And, yeah.
Yeah, I do think we have to rebrand as like a paranormal channel at this point.
Wow.
Or we have to at least have one segment where it's a little bit spooky related.
Yes.
I feel that's your wheelhouse more than it is mine, and definitely the historians.
But I'm so spooky.
Well, Casket's the only one that actually believes in ghosts and poltergeists and stuff like that.
I do like
don't.
that
You
little
certainly
purple thing. That little purple doll, Casket. You should make that bigger.
That's
and
not paranormal though.
It did get lost mysteriously.
And it did get found.
You know it's not paranormal. I know the mystery behind the disappearing. What are we calling it? The purple plush toy.
Wow,
Casket just forgot about it, and thus it disappeared.
He threw it across the room.
He forgot.
He got mad at it for some reason. He threw it across the room. When I was on the stream, I don't know if we were streaming or we were just hanging out, but he threw it across the room, and then it disappeared. And I said, well, the dog took it, and Cassie was like, no, I don't think so. I would have seen it by now if the dog took it. And then we never saw it again until Casket opened a box, and he found it inside the box.
Yep. I love that there's like two competing theories here. One is that Casket threw it and then forgot about it. The other one is that it's paranormal and haunted. These are the two options, and Casket is willingly believing the latter.
Yes.
Well, he definitely threw it, but it was.
I will say, to be fair though, I did set it somewhere, and it hasn't moved from that spot. So maybe
you put it in the shoes.
No, I didn't. No, I moved it from the shoes because I needed my shoes.
You should Are you not happy with it? I feel like you intentionally hide it from your view.
I mean, it's
think
sitting
it's
across
cringe.
the room. I see it all day.
Does it
You
bother
were
you?
saying
Not really. Sometimes I forget it's there.
how it's so cringe though, Casket, and you were like, "Oh, it's
It's
this
not
thing for the
cringe. It's
children show."
creepy.
I think you should take a picture of it, like a cute little kind of gag picture where both of its feet are in your shoes, and then post it on Twitter.
Yes.
Basket does make a lot of impulse buys, but luckily they're $5, $10 buys max. He's not like impulse buying something that's $100
Yeah.
usually. But still, you pick up like the
Excuse me.
weirdest. Bless you. You pick up the weirdest stuff, and then you wonder why you picked it up.
I do pick up some weird shit.
What about that Sonichu thing? You still got that?
Sonichu.
It's like the what is it? It's like the yellow rabbit thing.
Yellow
I call it
rabbit?
Sonichu. Are you trolling me? You clearly bought this like a couple weeks back.
I mean that
This
tails
is a bit.
thing?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, that. Yeah, it's behind me.
Tails, Sonichu, same shit.
Oh, trust me, I wouldn't buy no Sonichu shit. That shit's cursed.
Do you still have the thing
Well,
that I sent you?
Yeah, it's right here.
what do you mean by the thing? Because actually, let me see what
Oh,
you're about
nice.
to show. That's not what I was thinking. Remember when Jess sent you that? What do you call it? Like that movie set, like scene
Oh,
thing where you click
the
it down?
clapperboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
I still
happened to
haven't
that?
fucking found that thing. I know I didn't toss it. It's around here
Maybe it's haunted.
somewhere.
I bet it's
Par-
lost.
it's paranormal. It floated to a different trailer.
Cassie used that like once. Oh, man, the COPD's getting you.
Nah, it's been a fucking rough day, man.
What's a better movie, Casket? Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Adventure, whatever that movie is called, or the original Paranormal Activity.
Oh, they're both pretty good. I'm gonna say Raggedy Ann and Andy because it took a lot more effort.
Wow.
I pitched an interesting idea to Casket. I
Oh,
swear,
good
and
one.
Lump is
I don't think I told you
here.
this.
Wagwan, Wagwan.
Ooh, Casket, check the super chat.
Yo, my float is pink. Happy Friday, my dude.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for the $10.
That gets 3 air horns.
Fuck yeah. Fucking happy Friday, my friend. Did I say Saturday before? I'm so used to the podcast being on Saturday.
So nice on Friday now.
I want to give a shout out to our 6 viewers. What's up?
Casket,
Oh
can
yeah,
you loudly update the counter to give
Okay,
you?
I shall loudly update the counter. I am now adding $10 to the counter. Very loudly.
I'm not hearing any clicking noises.
Well, I can't clickety clack real fast and
Click
fuck
it
up the
harder.
thing.
Just click it down on it harder. Oh yeah, now I'm hearing that.
all right. You want to hear my idea for Casket?
What was this idea?
What if we 3D printed like 10 collectible figures of Casket, and 10 listeners, have the chance of owning one of these very, very rare collectibles? It'd be like a cartoony kind of action figure of Casket. Not too big,
Oh,
maybe like 3 inches tall or something.
I know
Just
exactly
carrying a
what you
loaf of
can
bread.
do.
Run
What?
it.
What we can do is buy some Jack Black action figures off clearance from the Minecraft movie and just paint a red shirt on them.
Yeah, but we kind of want to avoid any lawsuits, especially since you've just said publicly what we're doing.
Yeah, but we're not selling those. It's like, oh, it's like Etsy, you know? It's like, oh, I made those. Holy
Oh,
Another
shit!
wow.
My
super
floor
chat.
is pink with another $20 dono. Sorry I can't make it. Hi, Historian. Hi, Jeff. Have a great podcast, my friends. Thank you so much, my friend.
All my
I
boys.
now have to
Let's go.
loudly
My floor.
update the thing again.
You better type harder, Casper. I could barely hear it last
Alright,
time.
6, 9.99. Title to get paid next month.
Wait, why is it to get paid next month now? I thought it was altar money.
At this point, I just want to make something next month. I don't get paid this month.
What is this altar thing? Is it just I don't know how your Luciferianism works. Is it like a cloth for the altar?
Lucifer, son of the morning.
Well, I do need a new altar cloth. Still can't
What
find
do you do with?
mine.
Is it like a legit shrine? Like, what do you do with it?
Yeah, like I have like a silver box made of sandalwood. I have a bunch of gemstones in a wicker basket. I've got this statue that I've been keeping on my desk.
Do you pray to it? Do you like get in front
I
of it
mean,
and
I
look
wouldn't
at it?
say I pray to it, but it's like it's there, you know, and it's like sometimes I touch it.
Do you fuck it?
No, I don't fuck it.
You got to make the most out of it. But historian, what do you think about this action figure idea? Not like an action figure, but like a little figure of Casket, and there'll only be 10 made. Maybe he's holding a loaf of bread or something.
Yeah, it's got to go for a high premium, though. I don't know. This needs to be like Caskets. Um, this needs to fund Casket's weight loss surgery. Then it will force him to get the weight loss
I want
surgery.
to give a shout out to Star Helix. Happy Friday, Casket and Pals.
How about this idea for Casket to raise more money? We 3D print a pair of glasses that are just like Casket's glasses, but they're 10 times the size.
10 times the size.
Yeah, they're 10 times as big.
Yeah, 3D
Why?
printers have limitations. You ideally want to print something that's a little bit smaller.
We're gonna have to print it in sections then.
I mean, that's possible. I've seen
Why
people
couldn't
do
you handle?
full-size statues.
Why couldn't you handle 10 times the size? Casket?
Well, they wouldn't fit on my face.
They'd be
Shipping
like
would be a
gay
nightmare.
glasses. Or
How would they be gay? They'd be for a giant.
gay, like a gag gift.
Oh, a gag.
Yes, what's saying they'd be gay?
I feel like Casket's staple is not his glasses, though. Like what?
I don't know. I remember a Casket with the shoestring glasses. Those were iconic. If you do make a 3D model of Casket, he's had that before with his 3D Minecraft model that he gave to Krusty, which we haven't seen forever. But
But
Yeah,
was
he
this a
had that.
physical thing, or by 3D model do you mean like it just
no,
exists in
okay,
brain?
No,
what
it
I
was a
did
physical
was there
thing.
was a company, and they would if you give them your Minecraft skin, they will 3D print it as a figure. And I had that done, and I gave it to Krusty.
But Casket's Minecraft skin was like Casket, even with the
Yeah,
shoestring glasses.
yeah,
Did it
He
really look like
has it.
you?
He
yeah.
has
It
a
was
video
like
on
red
it.
shirt, my glasses, like, yeah. I wish I had a picture of it.
You do. You have a video called like Happy Shelf
Oh
with the
yeah,
figure.
We'd want to do it ourselves though, so it would legit be like a 10 of 10. Like you can't make your own. I think it would just
What
make it
about
more
like an
rare.
enamel like pin or something? People love those.
What about like we send Casket clay and then he crafts a figure himself of himself. It's one of one. And then we do an auction and it's like get Casket new hips auction and we see how much this figure goes for.
That could work. I have a feeling he would like procrastinate it and take 5 months to make it though. I think he would get stuck at buying the supplies.
Casket, if we gave you clay, could you model with clay a Wendy's meal?
A Wendy's meal? I guess I could try.
People will buy that. We need to think of new ways in which Casket can make things that people will buy for the hip fund.
What's wrong with my
Why is
hip?
there a hip fund?
It's just a preemptive thing in case the hips do go.
We need an Ozempic fund. It's more like it.
I don't know. I don't know. Casket will do it.
Well, there are pill versions, or I guess they're like oral tablets.
Casket, if I raised $1,000 for you to get the kind of wig where it's a weave and it's like weaved into your hair, like tied into your hair, so we cut your hair short and then get you like a wig tied into the hair that's like really long, beautiful hair, would you do it?
But I already have long hair.
This is like down to your feet.
Yeah, but I don't want hair down to my feet though.
It'd just be for like 2 months just to get more viewers.
Krusty!
Oh, Rusty Love.
Welcome to the podcast! Woo!
Yeah, sorry, I took a nap and I just woke up.
Took
He was
a
nap
wee little
maxing.
baby nap, did we?
Yeah, I was nap maxing.
He was doing his
I don't
best
think-
Casket impression.
Ah,
Committing to the bit.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything planned for tonight at all.
Are we live yet?
yeah, we're live right
Yes.
now.
Do we have
hold on.
any segments?
Casket. Does the historian know?
No, we're
No.
gonna tell him after.
After.
Yeah, after. Otherwise, he's gonna be thinking about the whole podcast.
It's
How about
already
this?
in the podcast.
Hold on.
We'll wait.
How about this? You tell him the last 30 minutes.
I kind of want to keep this private.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Krusty would be bummed by that.
Okay, what about, did he hear the theme song?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were kind of critiquing it for the first 2 minutes.
Gotcha. Damn. Okay. Well, all right. Awesome.
But we were just saying that it was very spooky and Halloweeny, and it doesn't really reflect the podcast.
That's what, earlier today. I told Casca, I was like, "Can we just have him redo the lyrics? Everything else is good."
Hey, look, it's a mock-up. All right, it's a phase 1. We'll improve it.
This is phase 1.
Phase 1, activate.
Casket, what if we could get you like a comically large book bag that you could wear in the videos?
Why would I wear a book bag? I'm laying down.
Just make a really big one.
You know,
Like
to
a huge
make a
one.
great YouTube video though, if Casket went to a haunted house and like filmed it for the night.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
They'd have to have a bed in the middle of the floor.
What if he was like laying on a mattress and there's just a giant circle of candles lit around him? It's like very occult and spooky.
Bro, that'd be the best way for Casket to be burned alive, live on camera. One falls over on the mattress. We're gonna have a crispy casket real quick.
Krusty, next time we meet, we should go to a haunted place here in Florida.
Okay. I'm down.
I think Krusty would freak out before you did.
Me?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
you'll
for
hear the
sure.
ghost before I do.
You'll be like, oh my god, what's that? And I'll be like, I don't fucking know. You tell me. Like, whatever that was, that's what that was.
I have to find my ghost box. It's around here somewhere.
Yeah, that's what my girlfriend calls her pussy.
What's your ghost box?
It communicates with the dead.
Okay, what does it actually do though?
Okay, it flips through radio stations really fast, and ghosts can talk in between those
Oh, one of
frequencies.
those. I didn't know you had one of those.
Ghosts don't exist, brother.
Krusty,
Just that's the thing.
Krusty, we both know that's bullshit.
I don't know.
Krusty,
Casket?
you know
Okay.
exactly what I'm talking about.
How much for you to wax your pubic hair?
How much?
Yeah.
How much would you realistically give me?
Oh, I'm talking about a donation goal for the live stream.
Oh, no. If I'm doing this, I want cash.
Yeah. Mm.
The other day, what was this, Tuesday, Casket had a bug kind of flying, like a fly or something, and he was trying to catch it.
And I did.
And I said, Casket, go live and do a live stream where you trying to catch the bug. And Casket laughed, and then he just kept trying to catch the bug, and he caught it. But I think actually what you should have done is we should have went off of, the group call. So it's just you then, and then you should have started your camera, and you should have made a dedicated video of you trying to catch the fly. And that would have been a great video. People would have loved it. Would have kickstarted a whole new era in the casket verse.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think if I saw you at Walmart and you had glasses that were 10 times the size of your glasses, and you had a huge book bag that was like huge, and you had a weave with hair all the way down to your feet, I would say, wow, that's a really stylish guy. I
No,
think you
you
could
wouldn't.
even be a
You'd be
model.
like, yeah, that guy
Yes,
belongs
I
here in
would.
Walmart.
No way. I'd say that you could be on a runway with that outfit, Casket. You know it.
He's straight up a Sims character brought to life.
I would
I got
love
like
to
the
see
fucking
Casket on
super
a runway. But like he accidentally gets on the runway, so like they don't know. He's just like jumbled in with like all the actual runway models.
You know what Casket should do? You should try to see if in your community you can like volunteer to be a model for like a sculpting class. Because I bet they would
Ooh.
take you.
But you have to be nude though. That's how all these sculpting classes work.
You have to be nude.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
that
small
ain't.
There's gonna
price
be
to
no
That
pay,
ain't
buddy.
camera.
happening.
Why not, bro?
Um,
Come on, it's a lot of money.
I don't care.
well, it probably won't be money, but you're supporting the art
Hey,
community.
it's a month's paycheck or a month of his lot rent. That's what it would be.
I love how he says he won't do it, but right now on camera it looks like he's naked.
I swear to God,
That's a
I'll
lot
make it
different. No one
illegally
can
people.
see my wiener.
Look, I know you're
Oh.
embarrassed about how large it is, man. I'm telling you. Okay. You know, horse dick syndrome. I mean, it could be worse.
Look, I can't help it.
Yeah.
When you
Casket,
get a tattoo.
you literally just lay there. You don't have to do anything, and you get paid like $200.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't even have to. Yeah, you could have this sort of hedonist pose where you're like on the side on like one of those couches with the squirrel on the end, and you could have like the grapes. You could be like hedonism bot.
I mean, they do typically want multiple poses, but we could negotiate.
They would actually take you, Casket. I know people who have been in the sculpting class before, and they want people with unique bodies. They don't want like what you'd think they want. They want a person with a unique form to sculpt. So I know they would jump at the option.
Wow.
Just say you have to wear like a bikini, and then you'll do it.
Every time I
That's a
think
long
about
pause.
every time I think about that, I'm like, these poor children are getting degrees in things that will just allow them to be really good subway artists.
What if Casket you did get accepted to do the sculpting, but then you showed up with the really huge glasses and backpack and said they stay on?
What is it with these glasses?
That'd be
I don't
cool.
get it.
I want
You
to
don't see the vision, dude.
Yeah,
I think
what would Oh, sorry, go
I
ahead,
made
Joe.
Casket laugh at something an hour ago, and it like really triggered his COPD. It was something
Oh my
about
God.
urinating or something.
Hmm.
Oh, I was eating asparagus, and Casket's like, "Oh, you shouldn't eat asparagus because like your pee will smell weird." But I'm like, when does pee ever smell good? Like, when have you ever taken a piss and you have to call someone into the room and be like, "Yo, you gotta smell this
Well,
shit." Like, why
when
would
I eat barbecue
And then
sauce, my pee smells like barbecue sauce.
Casket did his symbol. Where he
And
goes
then he just went
very
into
huge.
an insane coughing fit, and then I felt bad for making the joke because I like compromised his health.
Man, Casket, you got to get on edibles, Casket. What are you doing?
I don't want to be on edibles.
I often wonder
Wow.
if Casket like wants to laugh at something, but he doesn't, just for like it's too taxing on his system.
Oh no! If
Oh
I
my
laugh,
goodness.
I can't hold back my laughter.
Yeah, okay.
Laughter
Gotcha.
is
Doesn't
Casket
bother.
has a
medicine for
very
the
unique sense of
soul.
humor.
He's a very
I've,
unique, sexy man.
I've seen him watch multiple comedy movies, and he doesn't like even like laugh once or just give like a tiny little giggle or something.
Oh my gosh, you're watching the wrong comedy movies with him. He
Yeah,
is. He's kind of hard to get to laugh, but Krusty certainly gets him to laugh. Krusty and Casket have a similar sense of humor. I'll tell
Yeah.
Casket these jokes that I think are funny all the time, and it's
yeah,
nothing from him. And he's like, I don't get it. But then I'll give this like really
yeah.
corny,
The
cheap
same thing
joke.
happens to me. I will like I'll say the most juvenile joke, and he'll just be in hysterics for a full 5 minutes, and I just feel bad that like it was that easy to make him laugh.
No, it's not. I never. It's so hard, but it's
All
never
right,
what
come on.
I
Let's
think
see
it's
who can
going.
make the king laugh. I demand it.
I won't be able to. I
It'd
can
be
only think
easier if
of
we
one
weren't live
time.
streaming.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
I can
the
only think of one
difficulty
time.
part. You got to do it while everyone's watching.
That's the difficulty. Tell you what. Cascade. Oh my gosh, you lost some subscribers. You used to be 5.55. Now you're
Yeah,
5.54.
down like 7.
Why? What happened?
Damn.
I have no idea.
Your birthday? People were just pissed off. It was your birthday.
Yeah.
They were
Those are
disappointed. They were waiting on that death.
those are just haters who don't like to see anything good happen to you. So they said, "Oh, he gets a birthday and he gets to plan out a pizza eating thing that never happened. F him." And then they unsubscribed.
Yeah, motherfucker. The pizza not going through is not my fault.
Okay, look,
That is all
we're gonna
Casket.
change the rules of the contest a little bit. The contest is still happening. What's
Well,
gonna
is the
No
happen?
contest
way.
called is the contest called Casket Wins?
No.
Like what's up? Then why are we changing the rules?
The rule. Okay, look. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to film it on our own fucking time. You film yours. I'll film mine. We'll have Jeff put in a timer, and we'll see who does it faster.
Why? Well, it's supposed to be a live stream thing. Goober phase.
Oh my
I
god,
think
you're
this all.
calling me a
Listen,
goober!
I think this all comes down to the fact that motherfucker didn't want to have to learn OBS to have multiple people on the screen at the same time. That's what this comes down to, you lazy fucker.
It's more than that. It's I think his mom doesn't like the idea of him like
Right.
wolfing down a pizza all at once.
Also, he came to a tiny little roadblock, which was that he went to whatever it was, Domino's, and the one that he went to was closed. So he said, "F it, I
He's
want
gave up.
Subway."
Yeah.
So he said, "Okay, let's just go to
Yeah,
Subway." And
okay, look,
Subway instead.
we were gonna do the Shakaroni pizza. They were closed, and I don't mean they were closed for the day. They were permanently closed, and it was the only one around.
Look, buddy. Just because
And
your
you gotta
dick
do a new
smells like
pizza.
pickles doesn't make your dick a pickle. You know what I mean?
What?
You
Just
got to do
because-
a different pizza. It can't be the Shakaroni pizza, whatever you're doing.
Rusty,
Make
would you be
this-
okay with Little Caesars? Because I think Casket's got a Little Caesars.
Sure. Fuck it. Let's do little
see,
motherfucking
problem solved.
Caesars.
See, I think Casket still has reservations because he doesn't like the idea of telling his mom, like, I'm eating this full pizza for a contest.
Right.
Which is
He could
strange
eat the full
because
pizza.
You know what?
He
But
eats
it's
it
a
regardless.
contest.
The fact that it's a competition doesn't really make it all that different.
Yeah, think about this. Think about this. Remember the other day when Casket was like, oh, wait, no, we're not allowed to talk about that on stream. That happened off stream. Never mind. Never mind.
I think actually, I worry, Casket, that if it does go down, Krusty's going to win. Because I don't think you're going to eat competitively. I think you're going to eat exactly how you typically eat. And I think Krusty's going to eat
Jeff, you've
competitively.
seen me eat. Does that seem like a problem?
I've seen you eat, but I'm saying I think Krusty's going to eat competitively, and you're going to eat exactly how you normally eat.
We're actually
And
we're switching our initial predictions then, because Historian, you said that Casket was going to win. I said that Krusty was going to win. I changed my mind. I think Casket's going to win. I saw him eat a slice of pizza, and he like inhaled it like it was nothing.
yeah, it's tricky. I don't know either way. This is
I think
why
he's
it's
got this in the bag.
interesting.
Okay,
Casket.
fine. What pizza from Little Caesars are we going to be eating? Little Caesars.
Little Caesar.
I won the competition. I won the competition.
Damn it. Yeah, Casket didn't even realize what the competition was.
And he's the one that made it.
If anyone wins, it's me. Out of the four of us, I'm the only one who's had a heart attack. Thank you.
Damn.
That's conjecture, though.
It's got us beat.
All right, no, but seriously, what pizza are we going to be eating?
Meat lovers.
Meat lovers.
Or do you want to do pure pepperoni? I will let you choose.
Let's just do straight up pepperoni. What do they call it? Like they're hot and ready pepperoni, ready to go. $6.96 whatever.
I think Little Caesars does do meat lovers though, if you want to.
Nah, fuck that. I want pepperoni.
All right, pepperoni it is.
Gives me heartburn.
The main thing is
Yeah.
you have to specify that it's like a normal crust because they give you a bunch of options and you don't want to go thin crust. That's cheating.
Well, well, if we get their hot and ready to go, that's frozen crust. They just, it's already pre-cut and everything.
Ask it. You could do the thin crust and not tell the other
Why
side.
would I do that?
Oh, I'm
So
going
then
to
to
switch.
have the advantage.
I'm going to
If
win.
you want to get really crazy, Little Caesars does Detroit style deep dish, which would probably be more calories.
It's like $9. I think that one's $9.99. What do you think? You want to do a Detroit deep dish?
Nah,
Pepperoni
regular.
pizza? Yeah.
Yeah,
A
Casket's
regular
scared.
extra large.
I don't think they have an extra large. I think the regular.
Okay, then we're just
is
doing
regular.
large then.
Yeah. Okay.
Who do you think could win in a biscuit and gravy eating competition?
Depends
Is
on
it by
the-
volume or in a time frame?
That's a good question. I'm going to say 1 hour. As many biscuits
Ooh.
and gravy as
If it were
possible.
Cracker Barrel, I would win.
I think you would too. I would totally put my money on you. Because I know you love biscuits and gravy.
You know why you should do deep style dish? Okay, so I'm looking at Little Caesars. The meat lovers round pie, a large, is 2,500 calories, and then the deep dish one is gonna be 3,300 calories.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Casket, are you man enough for the deep dish?
No, I am not.
It's got it. Oh, Casket bitched out.
All right, look. I don't know if I can get Little Caesars, but I'm getting. Okay, look. I've got. I have $20 right here. I'm putting it down right now. That's my pizza money for next week.
I have a question.
Next
Oh,
Friday, we're doing it.
we should
If I put
also now plug right now that next Friday it's not going to be on this channel, right,
That's a
Casket?
good idea.
right,
That's a good idea.
Don't plug it.
Everybody, this podcast is coming to an end on this channel because it's starting up on a new channel, the Casket Crew Podcast channel.
We
Yep.
should link it below too after this is done.
Yeah,
It'll be
link it in the rewatch. Link it in the
Yes.
rewatch. I'm gonna make a video on my channel too next Thursday or next Friday, like an hour before we go live, and so that way we can funnel more people in.
Can we get some whoop whoops in the chat?
Whoop, whoop.
We got a whoop 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 whoop.
We're moving to a channel just for the podcast.
Yeah, the only thing on that channel is going to be the podcast and clips from the podcast.
It's gonna be just us casting pods. Like, here's a bean pod. We're casting in this one in copper. You know.
This is a pod person.
Yeah, that was getting cast in gold. That's
Yeah.
special.
They're really
Yeah.
rare.
This is a metapod. It screams when you cast it, so you gotta do it real quick.
Yeah, you gotta do it real quick.
Look at that, 2. I'm ahead. I got 2 laughs, mofos.
Damn. Wait, so is this really happening? Because, you know, Casket often gets discouraged easily. Are we going to have any
but this
hurdles?
time I actually have the money to do it.
You
It wasn't
had
a money
the
thing
money
last
last
time, though.
No problem.
Yeah, but this time it's truly my money.
I thought you were going to say this time it's personal.
Yes, this time it's personal.
Yeah.
All right,
Casket.
I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm getting a large pepperoni pizza. I'm gonna be eating it this Friday. Crusty,
You gotta make
you
sure
can
where
either
it's
get
coming
it.
from. We just fucking agreed it's coming from Little Caesars, you little fuckhead. What do you mean you don't know where it's coming from? It's
Okay,
gotta
let me
be
see if I have a
competition.
Little Caesars.
Yeah, look that
You
up
do,
now,
man.
not like an hour before the competition, dickhead.
Casket, I checked for you. You do have one.
I do.
There you
Okay,
go.
good.
Yeah.
How far away are you? Let's see. Yeah, doable.
open up.
Ask
Remember that little song you used to sing when you were opening the mail? How did that go?
I have no
Like
idea.
opening the mail, opening the mail.
Opening the mail, opening the mail.
I can't believe you don't
Yeah.
remember that, Casket.
Dude, I'm
Those are
lucky if
really
I
nice
remember
songs.
today. God, how can I forget today?
Do you remember that time you were eating those
Oh.
really big, like pretzel sticks?
Pick up dicks.
I like pretzels.
You ever had Annie's soft pretzels before?
I
don't know if
actually
that's a Canadian
have.
thing or
They have those in the mall.
the best
Oh,
kind
yeah,
is
that's
the one
right.
that's dipped in like the cinnamon sugar.
Oh fuck to the yeah, that is
Oh.
number 1.
Oh, come
So
on.
good.
I like the ones covered in the big, chunky salt crystals.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
sodium,
that's
exactly what a
basic, though.
400-pound
Oh,
man
come on. I
needs.
avoid salt everywhere else.
Except for when
Oh,
it's
wow.
in drunk form. You're
Wait,
like a
what?
fucking horse. Let's get you some like fucking salt cubes, horse man.
Oh, come on. I don't eat
Casket.
that much salt.
Casket Krusty just brought up a big thing that you should probably also mention. He called you a 400-pound man. I think you have a big announcement to make.
Oh
I am
yeah.
no longer a 400-pound man. Thank you very much.
How
Okay,
much
yeah.
do you weigh?
I weigh 398.
My God. You're one bottle of water away from being 400 pounds.
Hey,
He
listen.
had.
He was
He
420
was,
before,
I know.
right.
I'm just fucking with him.
which was the funnier weight. We like
Yeah.
420, but not in this instance. We
Yeah,
don't
why
like
can't
it.
I be
We want him to come in.
169? It's way funnier.
That'd be perfect.
Do it. Get down to it. I miss being in the 160s. Damn, I was fucking. Any horror.
Casket, if you had those big glasses, you'd be over 400.
If he forgot to take a shit one day, he'd be over 400.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
he
probably
wouldn't
right.
forget.
You're riding the line, bro. You're riding the line.
Well, I'm losing more weight slowly. I get weight again in about
As we
5
speak.
days.
Hell yeah, dude.
What if
You,
you
you
got
shouldn't
weight
have
in 5
to.
days?
Yeah, you shouldn't have to rely on a doctor's appointment to weigh yourself. You got to get a proper scale that doesn't have those stupid watch batteries in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Agreed.
Yeah, do a $1,000 new donation goal for this new scale casket.
There's
You know
no
what you
way.
should do,
$1,000 scale.
Casket?
There was no way in hell I would ever pay $1,000 for a scale.
You want the top of the line shit, though.
He can get a scale where it'll show him the number like on his smartphone, and it's like $30. But the problem is, I don't know if it'll work on his phone.
Yeah,
You
it
know
probably
what Casket
won't.
should
It
get
won't.
just for monitoring his health? He should get a smart watch.
I would, but the bands are too small. I gotta get a custom band.
He's got uber thick ass boy like
Wait,
arms.
Cask, is your mom's phone equally shitty?
Yes.
Ah, damn.
They
Okay,
got
never
damn
said anything.
Obama phones. Yeah.
You should 3D print him like a big blocky kind of phone, just as like a
Well,
prop.
it would have to 3D print all the circuitry inside.
No, it's just like a big, huge prop.
Oh.
It's like 10 times the size of a normal phone.
Why is everything 10 times the size?
I'm liking this idea. I want Casket
That's
to have extra large items too now.
that's like his
Just sold
new
me on
step.
it. Yeah.
It would be a funny. I don't know if I've seen this prank before, but you know the giant cell phone in Saved by the Bell, where it's got like the antenna on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might. What if Casket was like walking around a Walmart, like talking on one of those? I think that'd be a funny video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Casket,
be
I want
cool.
you in clown shoes, man.
I'd wear
Oh,
Dead
clown
ass
that'd be
clown
cool
shoes.
shoes.
too. Oh, you would?
Yeah, I'd totally wear some fucking clown shoes.
Would you wear them on a
Oh, hell
beach?
yeah.
Would I wear what?
Would you wear them on a beach?
Maybe not a beach.
What?
Look, it's hard enough for me to go through the sand, man.
Would you wear them in a store?
I'd go to the mall.
Would you wear
Would you
them with
wear
a horror?
them doing chores?
Maybe not.
Would you wear them on the floor?
Sure.
Oh,
Mm.
Krusty, did you hear the big news?
What big news?
Creator Clash 3 got canceled,
Damn.
which means if they reschedule it, Casket has a chance to get on it.
Sick.
What
That
is
would be
that?
awesome.
It's like an influencer boxing thing, and it was being
Oh my
held in
God.
right where Casket is.
So Cass would have to box.
Yeah, you'd have to do a bit of training.
I don't know.
I think just a quick little montage would be all he needs. You know, Casket,
Yeah.
drink some raw eggs.
You.
You know. How much for you to eat a raw egg?
No.
When's the last time you ate a hard-boiled egg?
I'm not really a fan of hard-boiled eggs. I wish I liked them more.
I like them. Why? Why don't you like them?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Do you think me and you can make a 1 hour long video, dedicated video on you and hard boiled eggs, why you don't like them, your history with them, etc.?
I mean, most of my history with them involves Easter, so
That is not the question I asked. Could we hit the 1 hour mark
I don't
on
think
a
we
video? Just
could.
we've those were my favorite videos we used to make when I would say, Cassie, could we make an hour long video on this subject? And you'd say no, and we could do it. We got to get back in that groove.
Hmm.
Also, I noticed this was in, I forget what video this happened in, but you never had the microphone in the shot. And then during the video, you pulled down the microphone and it's in the shot. And ever since then, it's been in the shot. And in a private call with you, I said, you should adjust the camera so that the microphone takes up over half of the shot. And you did it for me, but I think you should keep doing that. That's like a cool angle.
Really.
It's a cool angle for you, not anybody else.
I think you should buy a fan and have it set on low setting, and then tape the camera to that so the camera's constantly spiraling around,
That would be cool.
and
Not
then
spiraling, but
never
it was like
mention it.
tape the back of the fan to the laptop so it's just kind of like shaking a little bit. So
I
it's
don't.
shaking on.
I don't have a laptop.
Not
Oh, you have
anymore.
a desktop?
Yeah.
He
Wow.
sold his
Okay,
brown
tape it to
cherry
the
for it.
monitor.
Krusty,
Now
that
I'm
was a
ahead 3,
joke.
motherfuckers. Look at that.
Yeah, Krusty knows how to make Casket laugh.
I do.
I mean, that's why you've been friends with him for a decade. I still haven't. I generally kind of know what makes him laugh, but I can't pull it off.
Oh, oh no, you'll get there. You'll get there.
It's
If
just
it's
frustrating
crude,
because
rude, or dark, you'll win. You'll get him to laugh every time.
he laughs at my dumbest jokes. They're jokes that I'm like, I shouldn't even make this. It's so bad. And then he like goes into a laughing
Wow.
fit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm disappointed.
Damn.
Are we going to add an 8 today, Casket? I mean, is that going to be a new rule of the podcast? It's unless we have a real momentum that we go for 2 hours, are we going to make it now a 1 hour podcast, or how's
No,
that going to work?
I think we shoot for 2 hours.
Really?
Really?
Two?
I mean, I guess we
I
can
don't
make this
know.
one a 1 hour one.
Yeah, this one should be a 1 hour one. We're
All right.
literally
Well, if
on.
we're making it a 1 hour podcast, then I'm gonna throw my stick right now. Hey everybody, I've got a sponsor now. It's W Energy Blend. And if you use code CasketCing at checkout, you get 10% off your order. Go to w.gg to get yours today.
w.gg.com. Is that right?
It's D-U-B-B-Y.
Yeah.
W.gg. There you go.
Dang, you got that. That's a real sponsor, Casket?
It
Yep,
is.
I get a percentage of every sale with every coupon code used. That's coupon code Casket King.
Is it lowercase or uppercase?
Doesn't matter.
Good to know. That's Casket King at what?
It's code Casket King at w.gg.
w.gg. All right, cool.
This is so hammy. I love it though. Cassie, you gotta get your own shaker though. You were like stirring the
Yeah,
mixture and you weren't
well,
stirring it.
well, next time I get paid, I'll try and get a shaker.
Hell
They
yeah.
just released 3 new ones today.
Casket, am I to believe that that review video you made was actually an ad for a sponsored product?
Okay. I will. Okay, let me explain. I will explain this video. Yes, it is an ad, but
It's very
if
subtle, but if you look for it, there is an ad there.
the thing is, if I had not liked the product, I would have still put out the video and said, "Yeah, don't buy this," and then I wouldn't have
No
taken the sponsorship
way.
deal.
Yeah, he gave a fair rating. If he was shilling, he would have been like on every flavor. It's 5 stars. He didn't do
Yeah,
that.
I was very fair, and I didn't want to give out the promo code and shit before actually testing the product.
Did
Did it?
Jeff give you that sponsorship?
No, he did it on his own.
He did it
Wow.
on his own.
Filled out the form and everything.
Dang, Casket.
He submitted to the rectal examination, and he was all cleared.
Oh, look at that! Now Jeff's on the board.
Oh, now I know what his humor is. Now I got it.
You gotta
Jeff's
remember,
on the board.
I'm a 35-year-old teenager.
Yeah, that's the secret.
Casket, you're starting your entrepreneurship late in life, but not too late. Do you think by the end of the year will this sponsorship bring in $1 billion to the channel?
I highly doubt it, but if I make enough to buy more Debbie product, then I'm fine with that because I think the
Oh
stuff's
my
actually
goodness.
tasty.
I love how he's not like, I don't fucking think so. He's just like, I doubt it. Like, it might happen.
That seems improbable.
Highly dubious.
Wow, Casket.
If I can at
Are
least
you gonna
make
buy?
enough money to buy a shaker and a couple of tubs of this stuff, I'm happy with that.
You should rebrand your whole channel as Dubby. You should get a Dubby shirt, get a big Dubby poster in the
What I want
back,
to
a
do is
A
get
Dubby
one of
Debbie
their
hat.
hats. They
tattoo.
do have hats.
Can we rebrand because it's going to a new channel? Can we rebrand this as the Dubby Podcast with the Casket Crew? And
The
they
Debbie
can be our
boys.
official sponsor.
I mean, they could be an official sponsor. So like every podcast episode, we just mention the code briefly.
Yeah.
I don't know, we could. I think we need a lot more.
We're the Debbie boys.
Casket, can you draw an MS Paint a picture of you in Dubby Land? Where it's
Ooh,
like Charlie Chocolate, it's like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, but it's the Dubby Factory.
it would
You're
just be
in
a shit ton of different colored powders everywhere.
Yeah.
it. So do that.
Well, because
We
he
should,
hasn't mastered OBS yet, I don't think he can do it. This
every
is something he has to learn within the next week.
Yeah, good
every
luck, Casket.
podcast we should have a 30-minute segment dedicated to plugging Dubby.
You know what? We'll talk for 5 minutes and then do an hour and 55 minutes of just pure Debbie talk.
We should. We should do a whole Dubby one week in the podcast.
You know,
should
I
be
just
a
realized
2-hour
something.
Dubby infomercial.
What?
I don't even think I mentioned what W is. It's an
It's
energy
everything
drink
you're missing in
blend.
here.
Did it give you energy, Casket?
Yeah, I drank 2 of them, got kind of jittery, but I think if you just have one, you'll be all right.
Can you snort it?
I mean, it is a powder.
Is that recommended?
No.
All right.
You might get a stroke.
Damn.
What if every podcast episode, Casket has to draw something in MS Paint, and he doesn't know what it is until we tell him, like the day of?
Oh, I like that.
Sometimes I used to do MS Paint with Casket all the time, and then sometimes I would say, Casket, do you want to open up MS Paint? He'd be like, no, I'm not in the mood. So and that happened multiple times in a row. So that ended. But I was actually thinking we could make a Casket in the Dubby Factory kind of like animation, where as long as we're in the chat with Casket and we're telling him what to do, not exactly telling, but saying like, hey, Casket, okay, draw this picture, he'll do it. And then Casket can do voiceover.
What I really
And
want to do is put a little dubby ad in the corner here where my microphone is. Just a little one with mic code.
not in the microphone. Not in the microphone. Keep the microphone. Put it in like the top left corner where there's nothing going on.
That's probably a good idea.
I honestly think there's nothing going on in the bottom right corner.
Microphone is going.
What do you mean there's all this to look at?
By the way, where's Floyd
Oh, the
been,
bottom
people?
left.
He's here watching.
Oh, Floyd, shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Floyd. My man.
My man.
Casket, are you hyped about any movies coming out this year?
That Frankenstein movie looked pretty interesting.
There's a new
Oh, yeah.
Frankenstein movie?
Yeah, and a good director is making it. Is it Del Toro? Or
Yeah, Del
somebody
Toro.
else?
That's what he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't come out till like autumn though.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you got Jurassic World, Rebirth.
Yeah.
Superman. Are you gonna see that, Casket?
Nah, probably not.
How about 28 years later?
I might see that.
When does that one come out?
Very soon. It's gonna be June 20th.
Is that a sequel to like 28 Days Later?
Yeah, and 28 weeks later.
Oh.
It's next Friday.
If Casket were a character in Mean Girls, who would he be?
I don't remember Mean Girls really.
Yeah. Neither. He'd be the bus driver. Hey, kid, shut the fuck up back there.
Kid, shut the fuck up back there.
That's Mean Girls? I don't know if that's a Mean Girl. I think he'd be Regina George. He'd be the cool Mean Girl.
He'd be the bus driver that's seen way too much shit in his life.
I think he's thinking like Billy Madison.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're rounding down. There's 2 minutes left in the podcast.
2 minutes left in the podcast.
What do you want to say to everybody? Is the eating competition indeed going down next Friday?
Yes.
Papa Pizza, large pepperoni. I mean, not Papa Pizza, Little Caesars.
Are we doing the deep dish or no? Are we just going? Because I don't know if they do extra.
We're doing pure pepperoni, large.
Just regular large. They don't do XLs. And you're gonna go down, fat boy.
You're going down, carnivore boy.
You're going down, just like your ability to want to thrive.
I'm picking Casket to win. Historian, what's your prediction going to be?
I'll win no matter
what.
Just
a single large pepperoni, and if Casket is really trying, and he's not because I know he can eat, but if it's a real competition and Casket really tries, Casket will win.
Star Healing says Casket 100%.
See, but here's the thing: if it's a larger pizza, like the deep dish one, I actually think Krusty would win it. The fact that it's just the large.
Casket did said when we first brought it up, he was like, "Well, are we going to eat the crust too?" So the crust does seem to be a problem for Casket.
We're going to eat the crust too, motherfucker. You got to eat the crust too.
If they have stuffed crust, I'm getting stuffed crust.
Bitch, you ain't. No, you're not. You can't because you can't get the stuffed crust.
You got the same crust.
They have the pretzel stuffed crust. You ain't getting it. We're getting the regular one.
All right, fine.
Jeff, do you think you using AI could make a short video of Casket riding a horse?
Probably, but I don't want to pay for it.
It's not free yet.
Use some of Casket's donation money.
I mean, there are free versions. They just don't look very good.
Yeah. Oh, do the free version then. Do
As far as the
Casket
eating,
eating spaghetti on a horse.
yeah. As far as the eating competition goes, if we are doing large, I'm going with Casket for the upset, and it's not even going to be
I don't think
close.
I don't think he's going to be an upset.
You wait. I mean, it's you underestimate my ability to get stoned and eat pizza.
I
You
I think
underestimate me, man.
He's threatening you with performance enhancing drugs, Casket, and I know you're still going to
Motherfucker,
win.
I'm always stoned. I'm always wanting pizza.
That is true.
I think Krusty's a marathon eater. I think Casket's more of like a sprinter. If we're trying
Krusty
to,
may eat more than me in the beginning, but I'll finish before him.
All right, we'll see. We'll find out next week on the Casket Crew podcast.
Damn right. See you guys next week.